Dan to Dan Season 2 release date. So we know that the first season of Dan to Dan was weird. In fact, we celebrated it last year. However, with Dan to Dan Season 2's release date coming soon, we need you to understand that you haven't seen anything yet. Both Netflix and Crunchyroll are streaming the new episodes, which will cover the chaotic mess that is the Evil Eye arc and beyond. This is genuinely one of the best arcs in Dan to Dan's manga so far, so fans should be hyped for Season 2's arrival. After the first season became one of the big anime hits in late 2024, we were worried that it would be a long wait for more episodes. However, that is not the case. The Dan to Dan Season 2 release date is July 3, 2025, with the first episode arriving on Netflix and Crunchyroll simultaneously. Episodes will drop weekly throughout the summer 2025 anime season and should wrap up at the end of September, though an official end date for Dan to Dan Season 2 hasn't been confirmed yet. Anime tends to be a bit looser with these kinds of details than American TV shows. The first part of Dan to Dan Season 2 will cover the Evil Eye arc, which sees Akaran, Momo, and Gigi confronting an ancient force of anger and hatred that, once released, becomes one of the most terrifying enemies that the trio has faced. Even Turbo Granny is a bit jealous of Evil Eye's powers, which is saying something. Season 2 of Dan to Dan will be released on July 3, 2025 on Crunchyroll and Netflix.